So it's super duper hot out here in an Empire. Crazy. It's like 105 right now. It's a good thing I have everything kind of shaded up, because if I didn't, whew, my stuff would be so burned. But check out my tomatoes. I'm actually letting them sit on here so they can ripen out. My gosh. My eggplant. So I started some stupid grasshopper. Started a few eggplants, and even though it's probably a little late for them, I'm just gonna overwinter them like I did my bell peppers. But check it out. I'm gonna be harvesting these right now. Whew. So check it out. Ugh. I just harvested these from the plants. Pretty good size. These are a bush steak. Hey, you bumped me, fatso. And this one, probably too much water. Most likely too much water. I've been watering my plants extra this year because, for one, it's so dry out here. For two, I just want to ensure that my tomato plants and certain plants are pulling in calcium, because it seems like one of the biggest issues that a lot of people are having is calcium deficiency, and it's because they're not watering properly, thoroughly. Watering deep is the key, people. But my zucchini plants were a total failure, which I was so upset, man. I'm still kind of a little upset about. Well, there's a little stray kitty. I always feed him. I named him Oliver. So I yanked out my zucchini plants over there. I just yanked them out. They weren't doing well inside of this. I don't know what happened, but the soil wasn't staying dry. It had staying wet. It had a whole bunch of dry spots. So I had to just take them out and get rid of them, you know. I was tired of holding on to something that was failing on me constantly. On a positive note, I do got a couple of cucumbers here. This plant I started, I want to say in May, and it's still kicking. Not a lot, you know, but I did get these two, so maybe 5 cucumbers off these 2 tomato plants in this 10-gallon. I started more down there, but I don't think they're gonna make it. I'm gonna have to cover them up with some shade cloth, just so that way they're not getting burnt up. And as you can see, I did start some more zucchinis, just to see if I can get anything. I just started a little bit more tomatoes. These are aroma tomato plants, and then I started a small bush cherry tomato over here. Yes, I did start watermelon a couple of months ago, in May actually. And these ones, this is all I've gotten so far. This is all I've gotten this season from my squash and zucchini plants. It's just these 2 here. I don't know if it was pollination issues, not watering enough, or what. So, but like I said, I'm not gonna just hold on to something that isn't producing, because it's just a waste of space, and it's kind of disappointing, man. It's kind of like, what did I do? You know, it's like, what did I do? But every year I struggle with zucchini and squash plants, so it's kind of frustrating. You wanna go inside, baby? Come on. She's a chunky girl. Chunky girls don't like to be hot. But so far my garden is alright. You know, I'm a little satisfied with my garden this year. I was growing Anaheim chilies, and I'm not sure what happened, but okay, well, here are some tomatoes that look like this. I don't know what caused it. Maybe I did, like I said, I did water them a lot, trying to make sure that they had water. My bell pepper, this is a bell pepper. Look how tiny that is. What is that? So I don't know if these are edible, but my bell pepper plants were like, the soil was kind of like drying out. I watered it, my bell peppers would get soft. I don't understand what was going on. No, you know, like spots down at the bottom to where it looks like it's a calcium deficiency or whatever. But I think just because of the way I was watering them, I guess I need to water them every day, like a little bit at a time every day, you know. And then my Anaheim chili peppers, they all ended up looking like this. Here's a one that I just took off yesterday. They all look like this. A lot of them started looking like that. So I don't know if that is calcium or not. God is in control. Maybe you can give me a little bit of insight on what's going on. But this is what my peppers look like. Oh, maybe a nutrient burn? Calcium deficiency? I don't know. Let's see. Here are my bell pepper plants that are overwintered. So this is the second year, and I have them in 3-gallon pots, fabric containers. And man, I'm not gonna lie, the fabric containers are a pain because they do dry out a lot faster, you know. So it's just a warning to anybody that's using fabric pots. You're gonna have to be on top of your watering. This bell pepper looks good, you know. I mean, it's producing some. I'm just scared to water it. You water them, you know, because it's like as soon as I water them, I feel like the bell peppers just go soft. Nope, no pun intended. Little baby bell pepper. So, like over here, check this out. It's a soft spot, Mom. So, I don't know what's going on, man. Somebody knows, please give me a little information, help me out a little bit. Not struggling, but struggling over here, you know. And it's nice to get a little advice from other gardeners, you know. A lot of people are making videos and claim that they're there to help others and shit, but you know, honestly, they're there for their own gain or whatever. More views, more likes, more follows. They never follow you back though, and they never comment. They never respond to your comments. So I mean, it is what it is. We're all learning, and it's just a process, you know. Like anything in life, we're all learning, and we all get better as we age, and we all learn new things, and this is just a process. It's something that we just got to get better at. I mean, there's what I always remind myself is there's other people that are struggling probably way worse than me, and there's farmers that have been growing food for years that are struggling to this day, you know. And a lot of it has to do with our weather, you know, weather manipulation, changing up our weather and stuff. Today is nice and clear, sunny day, but normally out here in the Inland Empire, we are smothered with chemtrail, and the sun is normally like blocked. So it's a good thing that we're actually getting some sunlight right now. Some good sun, anyway. Hot sun. I got my babies a pool. A few days ago, I shit you not, man, this water is hot as my hot tub. It's so hot. And I threw Destiny in it yesterday. She loves it. But anyway, so if anybody has any advice on my bell peppers and my Anaheim chilies, let me know. Pretty soon I'm gonna be pulling some of my potato plant pots out and harvesting them and seeing what I got out of my potatoes. This year I grew ginger. I did ginger plants. They're coming up. That weed over there, I just decided to leave it. Kind of looks pretty, so hey, it can stay. But here are my ginger plants. More cucumbers here. And I actually put them kind of like as a backsplash for my Marglobe tomato plant. Here are my Marglobe tomatoes. An heirloom variety. And the cucumber plants are actually growing through all of this. So, I'm gonna move this sucker right there. And I'm gonna remove this sucker up here. Oh, I don't really want this plant to grow too many suckers anymore. I kind of want it to stay where it's at and just focus on put its energy into these tomatoes and stuff. So it does need a small trim. It's a little dirty, but it's cool. My Anaheim chili plants, here they are. Believe it or not, they were just small little tiny sticks. They look like my blueberry plants, which I just got this year, by the way. And honestly, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You hear that snap? Every time I get blueberry plants or something from like the Tractor Supply store, or so I got them from the Tractor Supply, and then I got my strawberries this year from Home Depot, which they always die. And this was my second year trying to grow strawberries from Home Depot, and they always die. I never have success with them. So all my plants, I start from seed, and I have better luck that way, you know. So here's a small pepper growing right here, and then these grasshoppers, man. It's like, what the heck is wrong with you, dude? You gotta eat over here eating chili plants. Like, damn, these things are strong. Or, well, they can handle a lot, I guess. See, so I don't know if that was bad, just removing that little flower at the bottom of that pepper or not. I don't know. So far, this one looks good, you know. It seems like once they get a certain length, I think that's when the bottom starts to like kind of brown. So I really don't know what's going on. So I don't know, but it's just super duper frustrating. And I almost like kind of gave up, you know. I was giving up. I was just gonna let everything just burn in my garden and just try again another time or whatever. But I just reminded myself that I didn't just start this garden for myself and for my mom. You know, I started it because of a dog that I had. Her name was Hope, and she passed away from cancer. So I started growing my own food and started feeding her. I've always cooked for them, but started feeding her a little bit more healthier and stuff. And she didn't survive because of the cancer, but she was the reason why I started this garden, Hope's Garden. So yeah. But anyways, I'm really proud of my collard green plants because I was never able to get them to grow the way I wanted them to. And these are growing like really, really good. So I'm happy about that. I got my collard greens. I got some dinosaur kale, which I was never able to grow this year. I got them growing good. And they look pretty decent. I'm not gonna say they look awesome, great, but they look good. My purple basil, it's starting to flower, which I don't mind. It can flower. It can do what it wants. And I have a green. I just popped in basil like in certain spots everywhere. So basil's just coming up. There's another basil plant, Swiss chard, that I've been neglecting. I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta water that thing. I'm tired of watering that plant those two plants over and over. They never hold water, so they can just sit there and seed. I won't keep them, but yeah. So here are the tomatoes. Let's go and grab a couple other things. To literally just a couple of other things. I just went to go and grab these cucumbers. I was gonna take the zucchini that I had over there, but I don't know, they looked a little deformed and they don't seem big enough to take, you know, so I want them to grow a little bit more. I think I'm done growing zucchini and squash. I can never get it to grow, and I'm just done. I'm done growing things that don't produce. You know, I don't know if it's the seeds, the company I got the seeds from. I don't know, but I'm tired, man. I'm tired of growing things that don't produce. So I'm kind of gonna stick to certain things these upcoming years. I'm gonna just stick to growing certain things that I know that kind of produce and things that we do eat a lot here at the house and stuff. Because I'm so tired of it. But on the brighter side of things, I am pretty happy with my garden. And I can't wait to get my potatoes out of this. I'm gonna wait till a little bit later on tonight. Pull them. Those ones still look green. And those ones over there still look a little green-ish. They're probably ready. So I don't know if I should harvest these because they are a little bit green, but they are dying back. So I don't know if they're ready or not. But these ones, I believe they're ready. So I'm gonna try them and see what all I can get. And my eggplants. I picked up 2 confetti eggplants yesterday from Sprouts. I'm gonna try growing them, taking the seeds and growing them if I can. We'll see, and I'll just keep you guys updated. Like I said, I'm gonna overwinter these eggplants here. I'm gonna just do my best. I have a couple of grow lights in my garage. I got greenhouses, so I'll probably just put them under lights. You know, monitor them. Try to keep them alive and get them nice and big so that way when the summer hits next year, they'll actually probably thrive. We'll see. We will test it out and I will let you know. In the meantime, in between time, you guys be safe. Happy gardening. Stay blessed. And if there's any questions or anything, I'm not an expert, but I do know a lot. So if there's any questions that you guys have, or if you guys can help me out in any way, I'd appreciate it. And just leave some comments and I'll get back to you. Until then, have a good day, y'all. Stay gardening. Oh, one more thing. So, I don't know if you guys remember my blackberry plants. This is them. I got these from Home Depot 3 years ago. And they did good for a while, but then they just never really produced much, you know. So I kind of got frustrated, I'm not gonna lie. And the new leaves that were coming up, they kind of like turned brown, they just turned brown. So I kind of ripped them up. As you can see right here, I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm done. If this is what you guys are gonna do, I'm done. So I ripped them out. I do not care. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to find some blueberry plants that actually are worth, you know, growing. Don't waste your time with stuff, people. Time flies, and we don't have time to just be wasting on things that aren't gonna produce. Get rid of it. Start something different. You know, find another strain. Find another variety of blackberry plants or whatever, and just start new. You know, don't hold on to something that ain't producing. Throw that crap in the trash. Get rid of it. Put it in your compost pile. Get rid of it. You don't need it. And try something new, you know. Otherwise you're gonna be looking at that plant, coming out every day looking at that plant like and guess what, it's gonna do what it's been doing. So just get rid of it. My rosemary wasn't doing so good. I'm not getting rid of it because the roots weren't that jacked up. But I did repot them in smaller pots. I had them in containers almost this size here, these big ones. So I put them in smaller pots, trim the roots down, trim them back a lot. And then I'm gonna see if I can get them to come back, you know. My mint wasn't doing so well. I had in another pot, a big pot. Took it out, kept some of the roots, repotted it into this fabric pot. And all of this is brand new. All of this mint is new. So yeah. Trimmed all this back. I don't know if this is a good thing or not for me to grow a whole bunch of mint right here by this pond, but I like it. I think it looks beautiful. It looks nice. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go this time. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Happy gardening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.